Hey, you all, Carpetbagger here, coming to you live from the bunker. And if you've been following these videos on a daily basis, you know that I did miss an upload yesterday. And the reason for that is it was me and Jen's second anniversary of the time from the point we started dating till now. It's been 2 years, and wow, what a 2 years it's been. You know, those of you who've been following the channel know that you know, I went through a divorce. There was a period of time where I did not have really a primary residence at all. I pretty much traveled full time, and you know, sorting through that, you know, sorting through just all these big changes, and you know, the going through all the divorce, you know, separating our property apart, me purchasing this house. Jen has been by my side the entire time. She's definitely been someone that I could always count on, someone that I knew would always have my back, someone that I knew that if I was having a rough day, if I had reached the absolute limit of my stress, that she would be there to listen to me. And yeah, she's been you know, just a major positive force in my life for the past 2 years. And so yesterday we had our anniversary, kind of a low-key affair. You know, we do a lot of traveling, we do a lot of running around. We decided instead of doing something, we were just going to go have a very nice dinner and spend the evening together. I did want to show the present that she got me for my anniversary, and look at this. Look at this. This is, I've always been a big fan of the Viewmaster. This is actually not a Viewmaster brand. It says Image 3D. But I had these when I was a kid. I still have some in my bunker. I have like just laying around right here. I have some vintage Viewmaster slides there from Fantasyland, from SeaWorld. So I'm a big fan of the Viewmaster, and Jen got me a Viewmaster, but actually, instead of, you know, vintage slides from Disneyland, these are actually slides of the travels that me and Jen have been on. And I think you need 2 eyes to see these, so I don't think it'll translate, but I'm gonna try to show you some of these. All right, so let's see if this works. I gotta put that towards the light. Then I will, let's see, let's get this lined up. There, you can see that. That is me and Jen at the Stockyards in Fort Worth, Texas, where we saw our first rodeo. There's me and Jen at Gobbler's Knob with the stuffed Punxsutawney Phil. What are we doing there? Oh, there we're at the Hoover Dam on our trip to Las Vegas. And oh, I don't know if I can talk about this one yet. We'll touch on that later. And there we are at Circus Circus in Las Vegas. Yeah, that's me and Jen on her 40th birthday when we went to Circus Circus. And there we are on the high roller Ferris wheel in Las Vegas. So yeah, she gave me six of these. I think this will be something I will treasure 4 years, kind of being able to look back on our first 2 years in 3D. And just so I can give an update, we have Haunted Jenny still sitting there on the shelf. So far she's not moved. She's not run around the house. She's not moved anything, not picked up anything, not done anything mischievous. So so far, no haunting. And I'm guessing, I don't know. I think that's good news. I think it's good news. I don't mind having a defective haunted doll. If she doesn't want to do anything, I think that's just fine. But there's actually something that's been in my mind for a while that that I really wanted to talk about. I think it might be a little rainy out, but you know what? Let's go for a walk. Actually, looks like the rain finally quit. Been pouring down rain all day. It looks like the rain is finally gone. Now, the thing I wanted to talk about today, the thing that's kind of been ruminating in my mind, is something that comes from a very scary place: the YouTube comment section. Now, when I look at my comment, I do look at every comment because I like to know what you guys think. I like to see who's out there, who's watching, to see if you guys are enjoying yourself, and you know, just get, you know, I'm here sharing, you know, my vision with the world, sharing my adventures with the world, and I just like to see how the world thinks of these things. And when I look there, the comment section is just bustling with amazing people, positive comments, encouraging comments, like-minded people who enjoy the same things that I do and enjoy some of the same places that I do and enjoy adventuring like I do. And, you know, you get a very small, almost insignificant amount of comments in the comment section that are negative. That, you know, people telling you they don't like you, they don't want to watch your videos, that they think, I don't know, think you're boring, think you're uninteresting. And yeah, I mean, that's fine. Like, I've learned over the years to not let that get to me, because at one point it did get to me. It got to me really bad and really upset me. But over time I've learned that you know, not everyone's gonna like you, not everyone's gonna have a positive view of what you're doing, you know, but as long as you stay true to yourself and true to the people that you value, then you're pretty much doing the right thing for yourself. People are going to dislike things, people are going to say mean things for whatever reason. I've mostly abandoned my quest to understand why people say hurtful, negative things, but there is a comment that comes up every once in a while, and not only in my comment section, but also in some other of my friends' comment section, some other vloggers, some other people that travel and film their adventures on YouTube. And that comment is, why do you do childish things? Why do you go to children's amusement parks? Why do you like things that are meant for children? Even though the rain is gone, you can still feel like the chill in the air. How the rain kind of cools everything off. I had to put my warmer hoodie on today for this walk. So what are childish things? What makes a person a childish adult, a man-child, if you will, and what makes a person a responsible, normal adult? Now, I don't know if you're talking about responsibilities. I pay my mortgage, I pay my taxes, I'm sending my daughter to college. Oh, it's windy. Let's get across this windy street. And, you know, I take care of my home. I take care of the people around me. I feel like I have not run from my responsibilities. But what I wonder, like, when people say, you know, you're being childish, you like childish things, I just wonder sometimes if what they mean is they're separating, what they mean when they're talking about adulthood is somehow making adulthood synonymous with being miserable. And that's something I don't believe in at all. I don't believe that you have to be miserable. I don't think you have to dislike your life. And I'm not just talking about, you know, what I do. I'm talking about whatever anyone does. I mean, an adult who's in charge of their own life should seek out things that make them happy, should seek out things that make them fulfilled. You know, whether it be, you know, a job, you know, a 9-to-5 job that is fulfilling. You know, it doesn't have to be work. It can be things outside of work. It can be the people you hang out with. I just feel that that is an adult's right and responsibility to create the best life for themselves and the ones that they love around them. I don't think this means that you have to be a person who comes home from a job you hate to a home that you're not happy with, to a life that you're not happy with. I feel, and I'm not saying every person that has levied this accusation feels this way, but I do wonder if there's some feeling that that childishness is somehow equated with someone who's not, you know, attending to true responsibility. Like I said, you know, I feel like as far as adults, I pay my taxes, I do what I'm supposed to, I pay a mortgage, I do some very, very adult things, but I choose to surround myself with silly things, with things that amuse me, that just, I feel, make my life a little happier. I like to visit amusement parks, I like to visit roadside attractions. I like to, you know, go to the Disney parks and enjoy time there. And I know some of you may be saying in the comment section, like, why are you responding to this? Why are you giving these people the time of day? And you know what? You're right, actually. I don't have to explain myself. I don't have to say why I like these things or why it's okay for me to like these things, because I don't have to answer to these people. I only have to answer to myself, to my family, to my loved ones. But the reason I'm bringing this up is just because it's just, I've rolled it around in my brain so much, and I'm just curious. I'm curious on what people mean. What people mean when they say to be more adult, to not be childish, to not go to children's attractions. And first of all, I don't know, the whole idea of shaming people for having a good time, that doesn't sit well with me. I think we are living in some rough times. I think there's a lot to be stressed out about. I think there's a lot to be worried about, both in the world going on around us, the political climate. We just made it through a very scary pandemic. A lot of rough stuff in this world, and I really think if someone finds happiness, if someone finds something that makes them smile, I don't know, it seems very mean-spirited to try to take that away from them, to try to tell them that somehow your way of making yourself happy is not valid. You're not doing it the right way. You're not doing it the adult way, the proper adult way. And yeah, I don't know. So if I could say something here, if I'm trying to make a point, I would say, think about that. Think about that when you try to shut down someone else's joy, when you try to tell someone, that they need to do something different, that what they find that makes them happy is silly. Because in a way, I don't know, I think we all find happiness in silly things. I think if you like traveling around to silly amusement parks, that's maybe silly, but it makes me smile. If you like watching football, like, that may be something that I don't understand, something that I think is perplexing, but why should I try to take any joy away from anyone who's trying to watch a football game, just trying to enjoy a sports game. And yeah, I think about like people stacking like hobbies, like this is a more valid thing to do. This is a more valid thing to do, a more adult thing to do. It's more adult to smoke cigars and drink beers than it is to go hang out at Magic Kingdom. And if you like smoking cigars and drinking beers, I think that's fine. I mean, as long as you're doing it in moderation, as long as you have, you know, are not upsetting anyone else, you're not being abusive towards anyone else or trying to ruin anyone else's time, I think that's fine. I just think there's so much to stress out about in this world that to have anger for someone else having a little bit of joy, having a little smile is a wicked thing, right? I don't know. I definitely want some feedback on this video. I definitely want to know what you guys think, what you guys feel about the subject at hand here. Maybe, you know, maybe someone can help me understand the point here on, you know, what people are trying to say when they say that it's strange to go to children's attractions, strange to enjoy things that are meant for children. And just on a side note here, I think that labeling amusement parks, labeling theme parks as children's attractions, I think that's inaccurate, quite frankly. I don't think that amusement parks are meant for only children. Matter of fact, Walt Disney himself, who created Disney World, he at no point said this is going to be a place for children. This was always meant to be a place for people of all ages to enjoy. The inspiration for Disney World was actually, he would sit and watch his daughters play on the carousel. And I think we gotta walk, I'm gonna walk across the street here. He would sit and watch his daughters on a carousel, and he would say to himself, why am I sitting here? Why am I sitting here on this bench when I should be on that carousel with my daughters, when I should be having a good time with my daughters? And he wanted to create a place where everyone could have these fun things, these childish things like carousels. And it took maybe a childish man in Walt Disney to create something. And you know, I know you're not all fans of Disney. I love Disney, but yeah, I mean, I think some of the most fun places, you know, were designed with people with maybe a childish mentality. Had to stop talking momentarily. Someone had come by blasting their music really loud, and I was afraid I would get a copyright strike on YouTube. But I don't know, is that a childish thing? Blasting your music really loud? I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed the music. I didn't, but I hope that he did. So I'm not going to try to do a direct quote here, but recently it was brought to my attention a quote from C.S. Lewis, the fantasy writer. And again, I'm just going to paraphrase here, but what he said was that when he was a child, he would read fairy tales, and he was afraid, that people would tell him, you're too old for fairy tales, you're being too childish, you need to grow up, you need to quit reading fairy tales. And so he hid it. He did not let people know. He read fairy tales in the secrecy of his own home. But as he became an adult, he continued to read fairy tales. And at that point, when he became an adult, he said he'd been told, to cast off childish things, to give up on childish things. And he decided that he would give up on a childish thing. And a childish thing is the shame, is the ridicule that you get for enjoying something, because I think it's truly childish to bully someone, to tell someone, to feel shame for doing something that they enjoy, to make someone try to feel bad about finding their happiness. So casting off childish things and accepting accepting true adulthood in the fact that you are confident in enjoying those silly things, enjoying those childish things that make you smile without having to worry about what other people, what grumpy people have to say about it. And that really resonated with me because I felt like I went through that. I think when I was a child, I got bullied a lot. Believe it or not, I got bullied constantly throughout my life by various people. And you know, I was constantly told, you know, oh, you know, you still watch wrestling, you know, that's childish. You know, you play certain video games, those are kids' games. You know, being interested in, you know, just different interests that I've had in my life. Being told that I needed to grow up, I needed to be more manly. That was something I've been told by a lot of people over the course of my life, and you know, it affected me. You know, there was a point where I continued watching wrestling. Most of my life, I wouldn't tell people that I liked wrestling. I would keep it a secret. I would, you know, watch it at home. My friends called. I'd be like, oh yeah, I'm just hanging out here at the house. I didn't even tell my close friends that I was so silly. I didn't tell my friends that that I watch wrestling. Of course, then I found out that my friends watched wrestling too, and that it wasn't a big deal. And now, you know, I make it a point. I make it a point to be open about the things that I like, the things that that make me happy, and you know, one of many things is watching wrestling. That's what I've always made a point on this channel. I'm not afraid to talk about how I like wrestling, because there's nothing to be ashamed about. There's nothing, you know, some people can find it silly, and that's okay. It's okay for some people to find it silly. Some people, you know, even still try to make you feel guilty about it. You know, the big thing with wrestling is people are like, oh, that's so fake. And, you know, of course, my response is, you know, so Breaking Bad is fake as well, but you know, you still enjoy that, and I still enjoy wrestling, and yeah, and some people want to say, you know, you just put, you know, amusement parks, put that behind you, grow up, you know, drink beer and smoke cigars, but I don't know, I'm not ashamed at all of the things I like. I don't think anything's weird about that. I don't think anything's off-putting about that. And I don't know. And then you guys, you know, the majority of you, a large portion of you, probably do enjoy some of the same things. I'm gonna step here out of the wind for a second. Some of you obviously follow this channel, enjoy some of the same things that I enjoy, and I'd love to hear, you know, if you have stories or incidents that you relate to like this. I'd love to hear about it in the comments section. Like I said, I do try to read all the comments, and I think this is I just, you know, the thing here is I just wanted to open up a discussion about this. If anyone's had to deal, you know, with these naysayers in their own life, you know, and I'm in no way, you know, trying to say, you know, you should run away from, you know, responsibility. You know, you should, if you have children, you need to take care of your children. If, you know, you have commitments, responsibilities, you know, you stick to those, but that doesn't mean that you can't live a happy life, that you can't have fun. I think these are two different things, and, I don't know. It's just interesting. Again, addressing YouTube, the YouTube comments section, probably not the most fruitful way, because you know, I'm never going to change the minds of the people that think that, or maybe I will. I mean, actually, that would be great if someone's watching this and say, you know what, I've been a bummer to people. I've told people to feel ashamed of themselves. I've told people to not enjoy the things in their life that they enjoy, and maybe I want to stop doing that. I mean, you know, I'm not saying I've never done that, never told someone that I thought something they liked was silly. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm the most interesting or the most innocent, I was interesting, most innocent person in the world with that. I think we all do. I think we all do crappy things. We all say crappy things. But I certainly try not to do it anymore, since it doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good when people try to shame you or make you feel bad for things that you enjoy. And I certainly don't want to do that to anyone else. Like I said, there's so much in this world that's difficult and hard and frustrating, that if we can find something that maybe for just a few minutes out of the day can make us smile, then shame on anyone that would take that away from someone else. This is Spenceberry Antiques here. I always see cool stuff in the window here when I'm walking in the evening. I need to come by and check this out during the day sometime. See, they got a full mountain lion in the window. Okay, I wasn't sure if I was going to talk about this or not, but there is another comment that I do get with some frequency in the comment section that I feel like I should probably finally address. And that is, people say, why in your intro do you say that you're live when this video is clearly recorded and edited? And you know, my just initial answer is, it's for funsies. I thought up my intro probably 10 seconds before I made my first video, and I've used the same intro through my entire YouTube career. I just think I said coming to you live, it's going to be coming to you live from the South, and I was just like, that's like what they say on like the news, like the news reporters, like coming to you live. And I start the news, coming to you live. I think I just took that and spit it out. I thought it was just a fun way to start a video. I didn't think that it would confuse people, and I didn't think that people would assume that I'm an idiot and I don't know what live means, but there you go. That's my best response to that. I'm guilty. I guess I'm guilty of false advertising, because majority of my videos are not live. I do live streams here and there on occasion, but as you're watching these edited videos, they are in fact not live. Although they were live when I filmed them. They were filmed before, not a live studio audience, but filmed before a live world of people around me, of cars driving by. It was live when I filmed it. And then I guess later it became not live when I edited it and put it together. So I think those are the two big YouTube comments I wanted to respond to. If you feel there's any other controversy floating around that I need to address, leave a comment in the comment section. But yeah, the purpose of this video, it just got me thinking. About the whole, grow up, childish thing. And I see it with other vloggers, with other travel channels. And I just, it boggles my mind, because, I guess I just don't see it. I don't see what's childish about it. And then maybe some ways being childish is not at all a bad thing. I think what is truly childish is to hang on to these ideas of shame and ridicule, because that's, let's be honest, that's what some children do. When you're on the schoolyard and, you have, an Alf backpack And the other kids are like, elf's stupid. Elf is for babies. And yeah, that's truly childish. Truly childish to bully someone for what they like. And in effect, aren't some of those grown-up bullies that are like, going to Disney World is for kids, you're a loser? Aren't they truly the childish ones? So I don't know. I'd love to hear you guys' feedback on this. Just again, something been ruminating in my brain that I just had to spew forth and get out there. And I'd love to hear your comments. If you do think I'm childish, why not? Leave a comment saying why you think I'm childish and how you think I need to grow up. I promise I'll read it. I promise I'll read it. As long as you're not like nasty and hateful. If you can give me a nice, polite explanation on how I'm childish, I will read it. I promise. So it's actually, as far as what's going on in the future, my time at home is winding to an end. Not tomorrow, the day after, will be the beginning of a new, long, and arduous adventure. I don't know if it's gonna all come together. Like I said, we'll see if I don't die, if things don't explode on me. I have a very ridiculous schedule. There was multiple things going on this weekend in different parts of the country that I really wanted to attend, and I am going to possibly be doing some nonsensical traveling in order to get everything in one weekend's time. So stay tuned for that. We'll see if it comes together. We got Trans World coming up. I'm planning on being in St. Louis for most of the week on Trans World Week. Usually I stay a day or two. I'm thinking I'm staying in town the full length of the Trans World show and really trying to just absorb that Trans World vibe. For those of you not familiar, Trans World, the big haunted house industry convention where people in the haunt industry show off their new wares, their animatronics, their masks, their costumes, their makeup, their backgrounds, their effects. Anything related to the haunted house industry is going to be there at Trans World, and it's one of my favorite things to do every year. And I really wanted to do like a full do the full show experience. So that's my plan. But we got some plans before that, and then we have some plans immediately after that, and then we have some plans immediately after that. And I'm going to be racing around the country like a maniac if everything goes according to plan, of course. But thank you guys for joining me today. I've really enjoyed some of my time here at home. I hope that I've succeeded in both taking some time down and putting out some entertaining content as well. I only missed one day while I've been home, so hope you guys have enjoyed that content. You know, I may take more days off in the future, probably not immediately, because like I said, I got this big crazy nonsensical road trip coming up. That's one of the reasons I got this new car, because I don't know, I felt like this crazy and as much distance as I'm going to be covering in the next month, that my car was not going to be able to handle it. So stay tuned. I promise, I don't promise, I think we're gonna have fun, because you know, things are always uncertain. The future is never guaranteed, and we need to enjoy every day one at a time until we don't get any more. So thank you guys for watching this video. Thank you for your continued support. If you like these videos, please consider subscribing. I'm very slowly crawling my way up to 500,000 subscribers. I don't think I will ever reach 1 million, but I think it'd be fun to get 500,000. So if you guys subscribe, that would make me happy. This is me slowly crawling to 500,000 subscribers. If you'd like to support the channel other ways, consider contributing to Patreon. $3 a month or more will get you a postcard once a month from me to you. Also selling enamel pins in the Etsy shop and doing personalized messages on Cameo. All those are ways to support the channel. All those can be found in the description, and all those things help keep this train on the track, this boat on the water, and this dirigible in the air. Until next time, my friends, this one's in the bag.